Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are on this journey to love and to live in unconditional love, and ultimately to be back with our divine twins and or beloved, or whatever you want to call them. And so I've been really drawn to this fairy deck, which is the Fairy Oracles deck, and I asked for a card for us today to help us. And when I pulled the card, it was if you look at it, it's number 33, which is so perfect because the amount of 333, 33, the Ascended Masters being around and the support has been huge. And also, if you have a look here, she is holding an acorn. And from acorns do big oak trees grow. And so the message in this is that, you know, when you plant an acorn, when you plant an acorn, you know that it's going to grow into a tree. There's just that knowing, right? And so you don't panic every day to look at the tree and think, when's it going to grow? When's it going to grow? When's it going to grow? You just know. And so that's the message. The message is, once you know that you're in a, and of course there is that, you know, it depends where you are in your stage of journey, but, you know, at the beginning and you're sort of finding out about all of this, there is all of those questions about, are they my twin? What's going on? Am I just mad? Am I crazy? You know, all of those, that's just, you know, that's just part of the process. But when you come to that real deep knowing and understanding within, then it is really about realizing that the acorn has been planted by the universe for you both. And therefore it is really trusting and knowing that your tree will grow into, you know, basically will come to bloom at the perfect time for you and your twin. And so also this is number 33. Now the other thing about 33 is that in the energy deck that I use, 33 is the doorway to romance. And so it's the doorway to opening up your heart. And so this is again what this message is saying. It's saying by opening up your heart, you are literally holding that hand out to the universe to say, show me my fruit. Show me my fruit, right? I trust in the cycle that the universe has for me. I trust in, you've planted the acorn seed within me, and I trust that our tree will grow in the perfect time. So I'm going to read card 33, and it is Be Here Now, Guidance and Moving Forward. So the gnome of now at the top of the card looks both ways simultaneously, something that would give a human a crick in the brain if he tried it. However, the gnome has no particular problem with this, as fairies always have a sliding sense of past, present and future. Anna, in the centre, steps boldly forth, pregnant with possibilities and carrying the hazelnut. Oh, it's a hazelnut. There you go. That grants wishes and grants wisdom. Puggy above her crouches ready to take off and rush ahead just as soon as she is sure what direction they are going, while the frog above her waits. Above her waits, hoping to be kissed just to see what will happen. Amalithea on the left hesitates momentarily, not sure she is dressed properly or has her hair done right for the occasion. Nearly everyone looks to the future with cheerful optimism. For all of Anna's bold stepping forward, if you look closely, you can see that she has her eyes on the wise gnome king at the lower left. So she's looking down, right? Down here to the little gnome king. He seems sure of the way to go. He is relying on his gut sense to guide him, knowing that this is his magic and it will serve him better than logic in the unknown future. Being a gnome, a son of earth, he is well grounded in reality, which is what it takes to have trustworthy gut feelings. Anna, being wise, or at least very nearly so, trusts him in this. Of course, she hasn't considered that where he wants to go may not be where she would most like to be. Fortunately, he has considered that and is pointing her in the right direction. The pleasingly plump gnome lady, admiring the gnome king from her mushroom, hopes to be invited on the journey, though she would do better to invite herself, like all the others, instead of waiting. The old oak man in the lower right is firmly rooted in the present and has no desire to travel in space. His journey is through time only, as he contemplates the wisdom of stillness and deep roots. He is contented, serene, and wise because this life suits him, and he has learned to make the best of what he has. He is happy to watch over the other fairies pass by. It suits him, but this is not a way most fairies and humans usually choose to live. Both humans and fairies are constantly adventuring into the future, being carried there by Old Father Time and Earth Mother, acting hand in hand. Even the galaxies spin into the future, creating strange effects and relationships between time, space, and light. He who hesitates doesn't get lost. He gets dragged along, will he, nil he, bumping breezily behind the rest. He might as well get up and hustle along too. It's ever so much nicer a way to travel. So timelines, right? So basically saying the easiest and quickest path for you to take is to always say, you know, embrace your higher self every day and say, ask to be taken on your fastest timeline to meet your destiny. Collapse all other timelines and you know, again, the more that you do that every day, you're putting your higher power in charge of your destiny, and therefore it will literally, like this is saying, it's saying, look, you can either come dragging and screaming, or you can just make it happen super quick by basically putting yourself in the fast lane. And by putting yourself in the fast lane, you know, the way that you do that is to say, basically, put me on my fastest timeline to meet my highest and best destiny. Okay, and do that every day. So these fairies are on an exciting journey to co-create the future with the universe, just as we are. They greet each rising dawn and each rising moon with unconditional and expectant gratitude. Join them. So, I can't speak today. These are the fairies of a bright future and are essential companions on any journey. When these fairies appear, it is time to consider where we have been and where we wish to go. There are many opportunities, many potentials, but we must choose a path and then take realistic, practical steps to bring the desired future into being. This is not a time to wait for things to come to us, but to step forward boldly to meet them. We may do this alone, if we wish, or in the company of those who share our goals and dreams. Okay, so what I'm getting with that is, you can't expect an oak, if you want an oak tree in your back garden, for example, what you have to plant the oak tree, you have to plant the acorn, right? In which case it's the same thing, and then you have to, you know, then it's about trusting that the universe will work with you to create the tree. In the same way, if you have put it out there to say, and your intention is very clear, and you're not wavering around your intention, bringing in fears and doubts, you know, that is the way to go on your fastest timeline into your union as well, because you have laid that acorn to say, I want to be in my union. I collapse all timelines so I can be on my fastest timeline to my reunion. And then keep that, you know, keep the frequency of that pure. When you introduce fear and doubts again, then, you know, basically you're interfering with that frequency. So, and you're interfering with that connection, right? So if you think about it, you've shot an arrow to the universe to say, do, you know, help me do this. But then when you're starting to question it and starting to, you know, about any manifestation, You know, when you start questioning it, oh, it's not here yet. Oh, I'm gonna, you know, am I doing it right? And what have I done wrong? And all of the stuff that our fears and doubts bring in. Basically, it fuzzies the line, right? It's like, it's like getting background noise. And so this is what this is saying. You know, all of their faces are headed in one direction, right? And he's pointing his little finger that way. So they're all looking to the future, but looking very serene in the present moment. And that is the skill, right? That's what we're all striving for. You know, it's not easy. I mean, striving for, you know, basically finding inner peace in every moment is, you know, much easier said than done. But that is what we're here to master. So, and look at that. Look at the card that's underneath it. Number 22. 22 is what? It's the master. Shut up. The master maker. Well, there you go. What we're here to master, and also the master. I always call my twin spirit my master. So there you go. 22, sign of the Star of David, divine union, divine feminine, divine masculine. So again, amazing. And look at this. I mean, he's holding that torch of light out for you. So it is about, you know, today's message is, you know, the seed has been planted, right? But the skill is in mastering your energy so you can be at peace in every moment while still looking forward and not letting fears and doubts interfere with that frequency, that channel that you have with your divine connection. All right, I hope that helps. I'll be back with another video because I'm going to talk about some channeled letters that I've done about the event, which again, I hope will give all some peace of mind, and it makes you feel very excited about what we're all here to do. All right, I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.